everybody. Yes, it's me, Mariana. Take 4, actually. Oh, you don't want to know. Whatever. Here I am. This is my sewing room. Ooh, let me just get my head back together again. It's been fun. It's my sewing room and other bits and pieces room because I ain't got a lot of spare room otherwise. Used to be my son's bedroom. Not that I do a lot of sewing in here. Actually, mostly I'm doing sewing at the moment at my dressmaking class, which I did my first stint at just under 2 weeks ago, and that was fun. And not everyone was there actually, but all the ladies who were there were quite happy to accept me, it seems. Although, granted, I didn't actually go as Mariana. I went as my other, more everyday self. Mostly because to go as Mariana, I'd have to take a taxi, and I really can't afford to go chucking around money on taxis too much at the moment. But I might yet manage one. We'll see how it goes once the ladies get to know me better. There's only one, I think, from the class. I did it before. Ooh, several years ago now. 2 years, 3 years. And I did it before. Anyway, so went there and made a start. I'd already cut the pattern, so I pinned it, cut it out, and since then, last weekend, I had some time and dressed appropriately. I did a little work by putting the lining stuff, the name of which totally goes just right, interfacing, that's the word, iron interfacing onto the bit that goes inside the collar of the dress, which is a sleeveless dress. Quite simple. I'm making it because I only have one that's similar. It's black, more of an office dress actually, really. But I like to wear it with pussy bow blouses because I do love a nice pussy bow blouse, and it was so nice with this sort of dress. So I decided I'd like to make a longer one because it was a little bit short. Not as short as, you know, it's not a mini dress or mini skirt. You know, I do not wear those. But I prefer below the knee when I can, and that's above the knee. I mean, it's nice enough, but something a bit longer. Like at least, you know, this lovely little pleated dress here, which I didn't make, by the way. This is bought. So anyway, next lesson, not tomorrow, but the day after. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Meantime, going back again, just under a week. To actually another Tuesday. Actually, Tuesdays seem to be having a lot of stuff on Tuesdays at the moment. Last Tuesday, this last week, my son had his heart surgery, and I'm pleased to say he's done quite well. So that's good. I mean, it's all fairly routine as such. It's just a replacement aortic valve because he was born bicuspid, as was I. So we know where it came from. So he's got a nice artificial one in now, like I have. He's just had a few little issues, which happens. I had a few issues myself. So he was hoping to get home yesterday, his home obviously, which is a few miles from here. But not to be, not today either probably, but you know, hopefully by tomorrow or Tuesday this week, he'll be back there, which will be nice for him because it's always better to get home, I think. I mean, hospitals are all very well, but you don't really start to get better to get home. That's what I always think after my several times in them and various little surgeries and things. Not all little, but enough of that. So that's some news. That's good. He's sort of sorted out because hopefully he'll feel better than he has been too, because he was sort of feeling strain a bit, which I know from when I had it also. Just over 40 years ago. Yeah, it was better once it was done, definitely. I feel the strain a little bit. But yes, that's good. You know, fingers crossed and all the rest of it. Nothing really badly happens because it shouldn't do. Yeah, so that's my news really, I suppose. Not much ever goes on in my life, which is good, because I can't take anything too complicated. It would be just exhausting, which I can't cope with. I'm having a break from writing this month. I decided to have a break for September, partly because of starting the dressmaking course, also my son's surgery, and just because it seemed like a good idea. I've been at it since January, so we all need a little break, don't we? Meantime, I hope I look nice today. So I've got a nice pleated dress on, and I'm sort of autumnal colours because it's autumn, isn't it? And yeah, that's about me. All I've got to say. So just to bring all my friends out there who like to see me and know that I'm all right, and probably prefer other things like an undressing video or a dressing video or whatever else people ask for sometimes. Maybe I'll get back to those eventually. But for the moment, I just keep you up to date until I can sort of get around to organising myself properly for things like that. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely week or two, however long it's towards you again, and just be gorgeous if you can, because I try to be. Bye now.